Hey there and welcome back to the channel. This is Jacob at JRL Cards and I'm here with my October mail day. I'm recording this on the, looks like 24th of October, and I've just finished up over the past couple weeks going through my August and September mail days. I had a huge stack that I kind of hadn't touched, so I believe that was 5 mail days that I had broken up. Those are my most recent videos. Right now we are kind of starting off on the right foot going through October, and we're still in October. So I'm going to get things started. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'll kind of talk through the card, show it off a little bit, explain why I got it, and then also do my all-in price. So that's going to include shipping and taxes, basically rounded to the nearest dollar. The idea for that is really just to give some insight. What I see a lot of in the hobby is, people doing big pickups, and there's a lot of, like keeping up with the Joneses that I don't think is healthy, especially for most collectors. I know I'm definitely in that range where, it's one thing to see the nice card. It's another thing to see how much it costs. And then for some of these cards, I know that, I have a relatively diverse collection. What I'll see is, there will be $100 cards that I love and then $2 cards that I love. And I think it's good to have that kind of perspective that you might be watching this video, and when I tell you that a card is, $2, $5, you might think, oh, I thought that was a $50 card, or actually like that more than the card he spent, 80 bucks on. So I think that transparency is nice, and I don't mind providing it. So we'll start off here with this Miggy. So this is 2022 Topps Chrome Allen and Ginter. This is the gold refractor out of 50 of Miguel Cabrera. This is going into my Hall of Fame / future Hall of Fame first baseman PC. I've mentioned it before, but I'm really looking at Topps Chrome and Finest gold refractors. But then for other cards, most notably Allen and Ginter, but some others as well. If I can find a gold refractor cheap, I'll pick it up, or what I consider cheap. So this one was $16, which for these guys under 20 bucks, I'll snag them. Some of them I'm able to pick up a lot closer to 10 than 20, but 16 bucks here. Next up, we have a 2021 Topps Chrome Allen and Ginter Gold. So this is that previous, the year previous to the one we just saw. This is the gold out of 50. This is of Luis Castillo. Castillo is, one of the big pitchers for the Mariners. Mariners are my favorite team. And although this is him in his Reds uniform, for the price, I could not pass it up. This is the card I was talking about when I was talking about $2 cards. This was just slightly over $2, rounded down for this video. It is a $2 card. And it's a great looking card of a pitcher that means a lot to me. He's been great for the Mariners. He's the Rock. And the Mariners pitching staff has been one of the kind of calling cards for that team. So really happy to have that one added. $2. Next, we have a 2014 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor of another Mariners favorite of mine, Kyle Seager. This is the gold out of 50. And this was $6. This will go in the Mariners binder. I have 2 binders for Mariners. I have a base set, not base set, I have a base card binder that I kind of share with my kids, and then I have one for kind of the higher level inserts and rookies and stuff that will go in. Next up, 2010 Donruss Elite Chain Reaction, Aaron Rodgers out of 299 with a kind of 2-color patch. You can see a little bit of the color break there. It did look like, because this was shipped eBay standard envelope, there was that damage that occurs pretty frequently to the patch window when these are shipped that way. It's really kind of the cost of doing business. I try not to freak out too much as long as that's the only issue. Here it is out of $299. And for $12 for a game-worn jersey of Rodgers with the 2 colors there, couldn't pass up, and even though it got a little damaged, I'm still really happy with it. Starting to have a nice little collection of these game-used Rodgers patches. Next up, we have a wrestling card. I believe this is the only wrestling card in the mail day. This is 2022 WWE Revolution Lava out of 10 of Diesel. I'm Kevin Nash / Diesel Super Collector. This is actually my second of these. I think the one that I had graded out an 8, if I remember right. So I picked this one up thinking I'll take a look at it, and if I think on 9 or 10, I'll send it in for an upgrade. And if not, then I'll just keep it. I don't mind having duplicates. It's out of 10. Don't mind that at all. This was $19. Next up, we have one of the bigger ones of the order, especially for my collection. This is a 2009 Bowman Sterling of Jordy Nelson. Nice red color here. I have a couple different parallels of this guy, but this is the 1 of 1. So big PC ad here, Jordy Nelson, second year of Sterling. And I like the 08 and the 09 Sterlings. I think they're cool looking cards, and this design looks pretty awesome. This was $92 shipped. It was actually $97, but I think the seller expected it to sell for a lot more, and had like fully insured shipping selected. So shipping was like 15 bucks. I'd messaged the guy. I was like, hey, like, I'm cool with a bubble mailer. And he was basically like, oops, sorry. Like, I didn't see this message in time, even though he responded to me like 2 days later. He's like, but what I'll do is I'll toss a little bit of money in. So he like, this came with a $5 bill. So I still paid like $10 shipping, which is more than I would like, but I do appreciate that he realized that like $15 shipping for I think the buy price on this was like in the mid to high 70s, like seemed a little much. So he made it right as much as he kind of could. Keeping it with Jordy, this is an 08 Topps Letterman team logo. So this is rookie card. This is numbered 10 out of 10. And this was $39, so just shy of 40. The reason I think it was so cheap, at least the reason why I'm telling myself I got it as cheaply as I did, is because this is actually an autograph card. And that's what the autograph looks like. So the autograph is extraordinarily faded to the point where you can barely see it. And so I'm assuming that if this had a nicer autograph, that this would be, you know, in the $100 to $200 range, just kind of knowing what people spend on Jordy cards, especially rookie numbered out of 10. So that's kind of my guess, is somewhere in that $100 to $200 range, depending on how the auto went. So spending 40 bucks just to get one. Now I have one of the 10. If another one comes up and it's in that $100 to $200 range with a nice auto, you know, I can snag it and maybe try and move this one. But you know, happy to have it. That's a new one to add to the collection. And those low number Jordys, man, there's a lot of buyers out there. I'm not the only one, and neither is you know, Packers Cards 87. You know, he's the big fish out there, but there are plenty of fish. Here we have 2019 Finest Gold Refractor out of 50 of Paul Goldschmidt. Again, going into that same PC so I talked about with that Miggy I started with. Finest and Topps Chrome are the two that I'm really aiming for. And it's mostly base cards I'm looking for, but also inserts, just lesser, you know, lesser draw for the inserts. This one was 11 bucks, so that'll go in the binder. And then I got this one from the same seller, so I was able to save a little bit of money. I got a little bit of a refund on shipping. This is the 2017 Finest Gold out of 50 of Goldschmidt, and this one was 8 bucks. Because this is the one he took the shipping off of. All right, next up we have actually a 3-card lot that I'm going to go through from DC Sports 87. The whole lot I have, it was $253 for all 3 of the cards I'm about to go through. And so I have kind of noted about what each card cost me based on the sale price and then a portion of taxes and shipping. So starting off here with this 2000 Upper Deck MVP Gold Script out of 50 of Cal Ripken Jr. This is a product that I ripped so much of. My brother and I just ripped so much of this. I want to say like 99, 2000, 2001 maybe of MVP, and then kind of those late 2000s Collector's Choice we just ripped a ton of. Ripken's one of my PC players, him and Frank Thomas being kind of 1A and Ripken being 1B. So finding this was crazy. Got this, this was 70 bucks, which I'm very happy with. I probably would have pressed up closer to $100 if I had to, but I didn't. And then next, I'll do these two at the same time. So I recorded about a month ago maybe with Austin over at Carlson Cards for his podcast. And while we were doing that, one of the things that I talked about was my exquisites. I have a bunch of Jordy exquisites, and I actually have a bunch of these. These are the RPA, the signature patch out of 75. So there's a 101, an out of 75, and an out of 199. And I don't have the 101. I know where it is. But I have a bunch of the 199s and the 75s. And while I was recording that podcast, I was actually the watcher on 4 of these with DC Sports 87 on eBay. And I had mentioned, you know, that I have a buy price. And if they hit that buy price, I'm going to snag them. I'd snag all 4 of them for that. And then if they didn't hit the buy price, then, you know, it went to some other collector who deserved them. I got 2 of the 4. These are the 2 that actually didn't have the yellow gold portion. Those pieces went for like 110, 120 bucks or so, plus you know, that was the final, the end price, so taxes and shipping and stuff on top of that. I got these for $90 and $93 all in, so not too bad there, under my buy price. The other ones were very close. I wish I would add all 4, but I'm happy to add 2 more to the collection. I do not mind duplicates. Next up, 2021 Topps Update Black out of 70, I believe. Out of 70 of my man Logan Gilbert. He's, I think it's easy to say he's our favorite Mariner in the house. So really happy to get this one. This one's in a PSA 9, as you can see, and it was $24. So when you figure the cost of grading plus shipping and insurance both ways, I mean, it cost you close to $24 to get this card graded. And with the black in a 9, extraordinarily happy to have this. For my Mariners faves, gold refractors and Topps black, paper blacks are the ones I'm really focusing on. For Gilbert, since he is a favorite, there's kind of some more cards that I'm looking at for him, but fits into that paper black mold. Speaking of which, and we only have a couple cards left here to go. This is a 2019 Topps paper black of Miggy in a PSA 8. This one's out of 67. Right there, out of 67. And this one was $24, so right around the price of that 9 rookie card of Logan Gilbert. So rookie in a 9 of one of my favorite players, 25 bucks. I'm sorry, 24 bucks, and then a slightly shorter printed because of the way the black counting goes, and an 8 of a locked-in future First Ballot Hall of Famer was $25. All right, 2 cards left. Here we have a 1997 Topps Chrome Refractor in a PSA 8 of Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp, Gary Payton of the Sonics, and in their Sonics uniforms are some of my basketball PC players. Durant, you know, rookie and second year cards where he's in a Sonics jersey, also a PC player of mine. This one I thought the price was right. I don't mind the 8. Centering's a little off, but not super noticeable, and it's just an otherwise good looking card. This was $24, so for 24 bucks, again, that's just over the cost of grading. I am happy to have this one added to the collection. And last but not least, we'll see if we can get out of here in under 15 minutes, is the 2022 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor of the Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. This is his rookie card in an SGC 9. Paid 36 bucks for this. If Logan Gilbert is kind of number 1 in the family, the Big Dumper is probably number 2. So really happy to add this True Gold rookie refractor of him. And an SGC 9 I think is the perfect grade because the card looks great, but it was only 36 bucks. And if it was a PSA 9 or 10, I can only imagine that it would cost significantly more. So really happy to add that. All right. That is all for the October mail day. I will try to keep up with these and probably aim for 2, maybe 3 a month, depending on how many pickups I have in. Really appreciate those of you who lasted this long with the video. Please like, comment, subscribe like always. If you have a favorite or if something kind of struck a nerve, please leave a comment. I'll take a look at that and make sure that I get back to you. I don't get a lot of comments on these, so I'm happy to reply to any that I get. And until the next time I sit down and do on these, try and enjoy the hobby.